Guys, GTA 6 is already in a little bit of trouble. There's already quite a lot of controversy around GTA 6, the pre-orders, the price, as well as what comes in the Ultimate Edition. And I feel like I probably should have expected this, with this being one of the biggest game releases of all time. So GTA 6 pre-orders are going live very, very soon, in just a couple of hours here, and there is already so much to talk about with what is going on in GTA 6 with the pricing, the additions that we have, the standard, as well as the premium, the whole controversy around what is being locked behind the more expensive version. And I feel like something like this was obvious to be coming. You know what I mean? Anyone who has really followed Rockstar or GTA or really anything that they've done over the last couple of years, how GTA Plus has worked, the monetization, and how it's kind of like built up over time. I never really expected this to just be like the game is $80 and then there you go. You get access to everything. I should have imagined that there'd be something like this, but GTA 6 is one of the most hyped games of all time, probably the most hyped game of all time, and Rockstar absolutely knew that. So as you guys probably know at this point, GTA 6 is going to be launching on November 19th, and the standard edition is $80. The Ultimate Edition is $100 and actually includes 15 plus in-game exclusive bonuses along with it, which we'll talk about here in a second. Now, pre-orders are actually starting today at 12 a.m. your local time, which is a few hours from right now where I am at when I'm recording this. And if you pre-order or buy the game before November 20th, you are going to get a vintage Vice City pack, which includes 5 plus additional things. I believe it's like a gun and maybe a car or something like that. Now, you can also purchase the Ultimate Edition upgrade separately if you don't want to buy it as soon as the game comes out or the pre-order right now. Now, a lot of people think that you can't buy or get the upgrades from the Ultimate Edition ever. You will be able to get those upgrades at some point if you want to later on down the line after GTA 6 has already came out. Now, one of the most notable things about this new release and this information is that there hasn't been any mention of GTA Online, GTA 6 Online. The new online mode isn't included in the base mode so far. Also, there is no disc for the physical version, just a download code in the box. So we're not actually going to have anything physical for GTA 6 outside of the box with the art on it, which obviously people are still going to want to collect. But I think a lot of people were looking forward to like a map, maybe an exclusive code in there for some type of like skin or something like that. But there is no physical actual disc when it comes to GTA 6, which a lot of people were looking forward to. So let's start with the elephant in the room, and that is the price point, which is $80 for the standard edition. The base game is $79.99. That's definitely more than we're used to in this space, in the gaming space, I guess, but I think context matters a lot here when we're talking about GTA 6 at the end of the day. Most games on PS5, new games that are coming out on these, I guess we can call them current gen consoles at this point, are already sitting around $69.99, $70. That's really only a $10 increase for what is supposedly going to be one of the best games ever made. It's rumored to be one of the most immersive games we've ever played. A lot of people are expecting like literally the most immersive, the most detailed game that we've ever seen. So a $10 like price bump for this game doesn't really feel that unreasonable to me. They could have charged way more and probably really would have gotten away with it too, given the hype level, how long people have been waiting for this, and how much people actually want it right now. They very easily could have just made the base game $100 and made the premium edition. They could have made it $200, and I think people probably would have bought it anyways. But the real story is when it comes down to the premium edition and what that $100 price tag is actually giving you, because I don't really think the base game is $80. If you want full access to everything, the Ultimate Edition is what you're going to have to buy, and it is really loaded. We're talking exclusive vehicles, weapon customizations, and multiple exclusive shops on the map. This is just for the story mode, by the way, so this doesn't have anything to do with online as far as we know now. This is just for the base story mode following Jason and Lucia. So some of the stuff that you're going to be getting exclusive in terms of the shops for the 100 edition is Ride Out Customs and One-Eyed Willie's, which are two entirely separate mod shops for customizing vehicles. Sarah's Unisex Salon, which is hairstyles, facial hair, makeup, and nails for Lucia. Stock 305, which is an exclusive clothing store, as well as Electric Fang Tattoo, which is apparently over 50 signature unique tattoos that are actually designed by actual artists, which I thought was pretty cool, as well as exclusive vehicles with like the 95 Grotti Cheetah, the Shih Tzu Squallow Boat, and the 67 Vapid Dominator Buggy, as well as an exclusive gang compound you can raid for special items, is what they said on the site. Now, that is a lot of stuff. That's a lot of exclusive stuff, but when you put it in the context of this is only for $20 more, it doesn't really seem that bad. And the thing is that it's not like all of these things are going to be, like this is the only stuff that you can have. It's not like they're saying you can't customize anything if you don't buy the extra $100 premium edition or if you don't buy it later on. So that's why I said I don't really think the $80 base price tag, I don't really feel like that's the base game. I feel like the $100 is probably what most people are going to buy, unless you're like a kid or something like that and your parents aren't going to spend $100 on a game. I know that my parents wouldn't have done that. My parents probably wouldn't have spent $80 on a game. But nonetheless, I feel like $100 is the base game and what most people are going to be going for. Now, obviously, the main reason so many people are talking about this, and one of the main talking points, is literally just the outrage, specifically around 5 different shops being locked behind this $20 extra Ultimate Edition, the clothing store, hair salon, etc. Now, the argument going around is that locking these actual like locations in the open world behind a paywall is going to kind of break the immersion of the game. You're going to drive past a shop in the open world or in the game that's just closed to you unless you pay extra, and I feel like that's just going to feel a little bit weird. That feels like the memes that they would have about like EA, if EA owned GTA or if EA owned this game and you go to do something and a pop-up says like pay us $20 and you'll be able to do this. But there's also a little bit of pushback that I have for this, and a lot of other people are saying GTA 6 is probably still going to have plenty of auto shops, clothing stores, tattoo areas, barbers, and a lot of stuff available without the Ultimate Edition. The misunderstanding that I think a lot of people are having is that they think you can't use any of that stuff without the Ultimate Edition, which I don't believe is going to be true whatsoever. These are just a few cool little extra perks, and we don't really know how obvious these things are going to be for people who don't have the Ultimate Edition. Like, are these shops going to be in multiple different places? Are they even going to show up on the map for you if you don't have the Ultimate Edition is the big question, and we just don't know yet. Well, I do think it's probably not the best thing they could have done. I do understand what they're trying to do with the perks and making it a little bit more immersive, making it a little bit more, well, not, I guess, immersive, because I just said that it's not, but you get what I'm trying to say. Making it a little bit more like bang for your buck, $20 extra, not just getting, an exclusive skin or exclusive clothes. You have whole shops dedicated to you. I think that's what they're trying to go for. I think they could have communicated this a little bit better, because it makes it sound like, you're not going to be able to have these things like at all. They don't say like at other points in time, you will be able to buy this as well. I think they should have made that a little bit more readily obvious to people. Of course, one of the other big things is the physical copy issue. Now, there's no disc in the physical version, just a download code is all you're going to be getting. And Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick previously denied that GTA 6 would only be a digital product. He said there would be a strong physical presence for GTA 6, but he kind of tiptoed around the idea that there would be a disc or there wouldn't be a disc. So technically, he didn't actually lie, but definitely used careful wording to avoid directly saying like, hey, this is only going to be digital. There isn't actually going to be a disc, because technically there is going to be a physical presence with there being a box, but there's no actual physical disc. And when people buy the box, they're wanting the disc, if that makes any sense. I do think all of this, especially when it comes to the $20 extra from the base game for all of this exclusive stuff, is bad practice on Rockstar's part, like full stop. It shows that even though that the game is this massive and this hyped, they're still trying to squeeze just about every dollar they can possibly get out of every single person that's going to buy this. They know that they could price this, do just about whatever they want, and people are going to buy it. They just weren't willing to go so far to where it really, really hurt their reputation. But then also on the same side of that coin, I feel like everyone has been hyping this game up like the best thing ever, the most immersive. Rockstar is so known for how good and how high quality all of their games are that I feel like it's almost justified to that point, if that makes any sense. Like I said, I do feel like the $80 number for the base game feels, I do think that that's more of a marketing move than anything. They're making the headline number of the game, $80, look more reasonable compared to other games that are on the market, or in the context of what GTA actually is and what that means, what that name actually means, while the real actual like completed experience is going to sit at $100. But I also do think that this is going to, like a lot of people, that this is going to set a possible concerning precedent for other games. If GTA can normalize an $80 price tag, then other games are too, is the argument you're hearing from a lot of people. But I just don't think that every game is going to be able to get away with it like GTA 6 will. People are tolerating this specifically because it's Rockstar, because it's GTA 6, because of how unprecedented the hype around this game is. Like, this game is going to make $1 billion, projected to make $1 billion in the first hour of pre-orders. No other gaming company is doing that. No other company, I don't think, in the world could do something like that. So a random $80 game from some random studio like Ubisoft, or if Call of Duty did this, people would not stand for it. And I genuinely don't think that people would buy it. It wouldn't be nearly as accepted as Rockstar, but I wouldn't be surprised if this connects to GTA Online 2, because that's a big conversation. There's already speculation, and now this is just a prediction from me, that GTA Plus is going to be the thing that you have to buy in order to own GTA Online. And of course, the price will go up along with it. I don't know. That's not what they've done in the past, and I'd honestly be kind of surprised if they ended up doing that. But I'd be surprised, but I wouldn't be like, hands on my head freaking out wide-eyed if GTA Online ended up being a subscription. But overall, you guys, I'm still really, 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 really excited for this game. I've been waiting for GTA 6 since I was like 13, 14 years old, so I'm still going to buy the $100 Ultimate Edition. No questions asked. I'm going to do it because I trust Rockstar. I trust what they're doing, but I do think this is a sign for what is coming for monetization in GTA going forward, because there's just too much money to be made with GTA 6 with microtransactions. I think it could get bad, like genuinely, but I trust Rockstar. I trust that they know what they're doing. Hopefully, they don't do anything too crazy. We will see. It's a little bit of both. I'm excited, but also slightly concerned. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I know this is a little different from what I normally make, but I really wanted to talk about GTA 6. Let me know what you think down below. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.